What's going on, PokeMoshPit? This is ZabuzaoftheWater bringing you a battle with my UU team. Looking at my opponent's team, it looks pretty standard. He's got a lead Raikou, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Mienshao, which can be lead, Scarf. I haven't seen any banded yet, but I'm still on the lookout. A Roserade, which can be Scarf or support. Snorlax, which almost always is a special wall. Carcophagrigis, which is almost always a physical wall, and Swampert, also physical but known for hazards. So, all in all, looks like a pretty standard team, but you guys will have to make that decision for yourselves. So this battle is against Cai278, who I found on the Smogon Wi-Fi Battle Finder. I'm going to start off with my Victini, as he starts off with his fast lane, and right off the bat, I'm going to go for the V-Create, because I was really contemplating whether to go for a U-turn or not, and, you know, if it was Scarf, it would not be able to KO me with pretty much any move it was have, unless it was running Hidden Power Water or something. And I could pretty much take a hit and just scout out the set, essentially, because I'm Scarf too, and, well, it worked out pretty well. I go for the V-Create, knock it out. He goes into his Echo, not Ego. Let go of my Ego, no. Alright, so he goes into his Echo, as I go into Smogon. He sets up rocks, I go for Toxic, and then he goes for a Scald, which makes me think it's some kind of special set, so I'm thinking, okay, great. I'll go in my Gloria, because, you know, I was expecting the Scald, and here comes the Earthquake. Crap. I was not expecting that at all. Coming to find out later that the Swampert set on Smogon, the defensive set, can actually run Scald or Waterfall, so the more you know, I guess. So now I got my Pataya boost on my Gloria, which means there's no way I'm going to be able to set up my Agility, so I've pretty much got it for one shot. I just go for the Grass Knot, take out Swampert, and that's all she wrote. He switches into his Slaughter, his Mienshao, which I think may be Scarfed because he didn't go for the Fake Out. Now, I'm going to take this opportunity to go into my as he goes into his Snorlax, which is great for me because now I get the switch initiative because he's definitely going to switch. And I'm going to go for Substitute. Now, he sends out his own his Carcophagrigis. I always have trouble with that name. And now I know, since I've got my sub up, he's going to have to go for an attacking move if he wants to break it. I can go for the Sucker Punch, get him a nice chunk of damage, and now I can switch out knowing that he's going to do some kind of move like Will-O-Wisp or Rest or Calm Mind, something. He's not going to attack because of my Sucker Punch. So I go into my Bell, as he's just going to go for Nasty Plot, and that does not bode well for me. Now, this is especially defensive Bronzong, but I still have my worries. So I'm going to go for the Toxic when it's got a good amount of HP. Hopefully I can take 1 or 2 hits. I think I've done this before, and like I'll put up some calcs. But I've actually, I'm pretty sure I could take 2 of these Shadow Balls, and it looks like after Leftovers Recovery I can. But, you know, it's all min-max damage variation. But thankfully, I do take 2, which means I'm going to be able to get up my Stealth Rocks, and I'm going to go ahead and be able to get a Earthquake off, so that way I can get off just a little bit more damage before my build goes down, and it'll be that much easier to either A, stall out, or B, come in with another Pokemon and take it out. Now, after this turn of Toxic, I do not feel confident that, like, Victini with V-Create could come in and take it out, so I go in to fresh my Zapdos, because it also has Substitute. And I'm just gonna go for the sub, gonna stall it out, and that'll just be that. Here he goes for non-play. He goes for Hidden Power, and it turns out it's not very effective. I'm guessing he thought it was Ice, either that or he miss-salved it. But, you know, that's just good news for me. So Toxic's wearing him out, and I'm gonna take this. He's at low enough range where Charge Beam will definitely take him out, even if he's some kind of specially defensive set. I get a crit, which I wish I got earlier. That would have been great. And he's going to go into a Slaughter his Mienshao. Now is a great opportunity to check, because I've got the hunch that it's Choice Scarf. Now I can check for sure. He goes for a Stone Edge and misses, while I go for the Roost, expecting me to break the sub and me having to switch out, which, you know, still pretty good for me. He goes for a Stone Edge again, it hits. He's faster than me, even though I'm max speed, but then again, Mienshao should have a higher speed anyway. So I go for the Charge Beam, and at +2, while I know I can take a Stone Edge, I'm not positive that a +2 Charge Beam will take him out from that range. So I go into my Hitmontop, get the Intimidate off, and resist the hit, which is going to do absolutely nothing to me. So now I have a chance to set up another sub, because I know the Roserade's coming in. It's completely 100% obvious. I'm going to go for the sub, and I'm going to scout exactly what kind of set this is. Now here's a little tricky. I was thinking a little bit ahead because I still have Fresh and I still have Victini, which means I need a Rapid Spin. And if it turns out it's not Scarfed, which it isn't, it's Life Orb, I need to give a chance to give something for Sleep Fodder. Now, I'm going to go into my Victini for Sleep Fodder because I'm kind of thinking here that since it's Scarfed and the only two things he have left will probably pretty much take out any damage I can do. Snorlax normally has Thick Fat, and Mienshao is faster because it's Scarfed. I'm thinking, it's the best Sleep Fodder. And here, I'm pretty sure I can take a hit, so I try and wake up. And he KOs me with an Earthquake. Now, I'm pretty sure I could take a hit, which means that that thing has got to be banded. Well, it doesn't have to be, but I'm almost positive it's banded. So on the switch, I send in Fresh. He switches out, which is perfect. That pretty much confirms the band. And I go for a sub on the switch as he goes for a Stone Edge, and I'm going to go for a Charge Beam, which means now I'm definitely going to be able to take him out, because I really wasn't sure at first. I mean, looking now, I definitely would have taken him out, but I couldn't be sure. So he's going to go for another Stone Edge. It's going to hit, and it's going to, like I said, I could take it as long as it wasn't banded, which it wasn't. So now I get another crit when it didn't matter. Seriously, I wish I wasn't getting these useless crits. I wish they happened when they would actually matter. He goes into his lighters, and I don't know if he's faster or not, which turns out he is. So I leave him my Fresh, pretty much fodder. And I'm going to send in my Shelgon again for just fodder, Sleep Fodder this time. Because I need my Hitmontop left for his Snorlax, because I know it's running a banded set, but I don't think Shelgon would be able to knock it out. So he's going to go for a Leaf Storm. He gets a crit now, completely knocks out my Shelgon, which I know I could have taken one hit. I mean, I resist it and I'm Violite, and I did put some investment into my special defense, which means I'm going to have to go into my Hitmontop. I go for the sub. He misses the Sleep Powder, which is fantastic, which means I can go for the sub, go for the Sucker Punch, knock him out, and all that's left is Snorlax, which means it's going to die easily to a close combat. So, really intense game, really close, a couple of mistakes were made on both sides, but otherwise, great game, man, absolutely great. I could not have asked for a better game. Thanks for that battle, Cai278, it was a really close match. Alright, so all of you viewing this video, I hope you guys enjoyed that battle, and if you guys want to see some more great battles, you can go ahead and check out the other videos on this channel. If you liked the video, go ahead and press like, subscribe, and you know what? If you want to see some more of me, you can come on over to my channel. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and have a great day.